Before this story begins, I want you to pause for just a moment. Take a look around the room you're in right now. Notice the walls. Notice the doors. And if there's a mirror nearby, don't look at it yet. Because the story you're about to hear isn't about monsters, or demons, or anything you'd expect from a horror movie. It's about something far more disturbing. It's about waking up at exactly 3 a.m. and realizing that something else woke up with you. This story was shared with me by someone who asked that their last name never be used. Not because they wanted privacy, but because they were afraid the wrong name might attract attention. And after you hear what happened to them, you'll understand why. Ethan Miller was 27 years old and worked as a software tester. His job required long nights, constant screen time, and irregular sleep. So when he found a cheap rental house just outside a quiet American suburb, it felt like luck. The neighborhood was peaceful. Tree-lined streets. Identical houses. No crime reports. The house itself was old, but clean. 2 bedrooms. 1 bathroom. A narrow hallway that connected everything together. When Ethan met the landlord, an older man with tired eyes, the conversation was short. No long explanations. No stories about previous tenants. Just one strange comment as the keys were handed over. "If you wake up at night, don't check the bathroom." Ethan smiled politely, assuming it was a bad joke. That assumption would cost him more than sleep. The first night passed quietly. No strange sounds. No bad dreams. The second night was the same. But on the third night, something changed. Ethan didn't wake up because of a nightmare. He didn't hear a noise. He just woke up. Suddenly. Completely alert. He reached for his phone on the nightstand. The screen lit up the room with a pale glow. 3 a.m. Exactly. And that's when he noticed the silence. Not normal silence. The kind that feels heavy. Like the house itself is holding its breath. Then, from somewhere down the hallway, a sound. Soft. Slow. A faint tap, tap, tap against tile. Coming from the bathroom. At first, Ethan told himself it was nothing. Old houses make noise. Pipes expand. Floors shift. But this wasn't random. The sound had rhythm. Measured. Intentional. Like bare feet touching the floor. He sat up in bed, listening. The tapping stopped. Seconds passed. Then he heard something worse. The slow creak of a door handle being turned. The bathroom door. Ethan held his breath. The handle stopped moving. Then a voice spoke. Not loud. Not angry. Just close. "You're awake." The voice paused. "But you still can't see me." Ethan didn't respond. He couldn't. Every instinct in his body told him that acknowledging the voice would be a mistake. But curiosity has a way of overpowering fear. Slowly, he stood up and stepped into the hallway. The lights were off. The bathroom door was closed. But beneath it, light. A faint glow leaking into the hallway. Ethan hadn't turned that light on. As he took a step closer, the light flickered, and the door began to open. Just a few inches. Enough to see inside. The bathroom was empty. At least, that's what it looked like. The sink was clean. The shower curtain still. But the mirror wasn't reflecting the room. It was reflecting Ethan, standing in the hallway. From behind, he felt cold all at once. Slowly, he turned around. The hallway was empty. When he looked back at the mirror, the reflection smiled. Ethan didn't. Ethan woke up on the bathroom floor. Morning sunlight filled the room. The mirror was shattered inward. Glass covered the sink. On the wall, taped carefully in place, was a photograph. It showed Ethan asleep. The timestamp read 3 a.m. On the back of the photo, written in uneven handwriting. Once you see me, I can see you anywhere. Ethan moved out that same day. He didn't pack carefully. He didn't look back. New city. New apartment. For a while, things felt normal. Until one night, months later, his phone buzzed. No caller ID. Just a message. Bathrooms have mirrors everywhere. Sent at exactly 3 a.m. Ethan covered every mirror in his apartment. But reflections exist everywhere. Windows. Screens. Dark glass. And every night at 3:00 a.m. he wakes up. Because something else does too. Ethan told me one last thing before he stopped responding. He said, "It doesn't haunt houses. It waits for you to notice it." So tonight, if you wake up at 3:00 a.m. and the house feels a little too quiet, don't check the bathroom. And whatever you do, don't look at the mirror. Because once you do, it already knows where you are. If this story unsettled you, comment 3 a.m. below. Subscribe for more true horror stories.